Hey everybody, it's Devin. So this is my story, how I got hurt. 2007, I was at work, and kind of a long story short, I was at work, and it's just kind of a right combination. But while I was working, I felt a pop in my back, and that was it. The pain was just unreal, and I really feel like it was by the grace of God. I wasn't even able to drive myself home. I wasn't even able to carry, after it had happened, I wasn't even able to carry a binder. It was so bad. And so I went to some doctors. I had a kidney stone, so fortunately I had some pain medicine left over. I really should have just gone straight to the hospital. I absolutely should have just gone straight to the hospital, but I went they had me fill out the workman's comp paperwork, because I got hurt at work, and I went to, workman's comp, first doctor, and I love how they just take an x-ray, like that's going to show everything, and so they just took their basic little x-ray of, my back, and my hips, and my neck, and, everything that was hurting. And the doctor says, oh, well, basically put that it was just a sprain, and, but they sent me to the next doctor, who said, oh yeah, it's probably just a sprain, gave me some pain meds, says just, take it easy for a couple of days, and a week later, I had another appointment with him. I came back and I said, the pain hasn't gotten any better, and in fact, it's gotten worse. It's unreal how bad the pain is. And he says, if it's gotten worse, if it hasn't gotten better, he says, we probably need to send you in for an MRI because you probably got a herniation. You probably herniated a disc. And so, we set up the appointment. And the day before we were to go and get the MRI that was scheduled by Workman's Comp, we got a letter in the mail saying that Workman's Comp denied my claim, basically because it wasn't violent enough, Don't get me wrong, there are people who have got multiple herniations in their back, who have got multiple discs that are bulging and herniated and in bad shape, and they can continue to work for years, sometimes without even knowing it, before they have to do something about it. There are other people like myself who, I don't really think they know why, different people react differently. We're all different. But as soon as, there wasn't anything left of my disc. There was just nothing left. It was all, that disc was completely dehydrated. All of the fluid that was in the disc was out of it. There was nothing left. When we did, we ended up having to go through our private insurance to have it looked at. But we didn't feel like it was right. It was like I had gotten hurt at work, doing my job. I was working, when I was injured. And we just felt like Workman's Comp, needs to to step up and take responsibility, especially since like I said before, I was literally bedridden. Bedridden. I mean, it hurt to go even over the slightest speed bump. It was just excruciatingly painful. And so we hired an attorney, and it's 5 years of stuff, but my attorney was fighting it and fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, and during that time, it's like, well, we went to a doctor that was on my insurance, and he looked at me and he said, well, Kim, you can either live with it, and again, here I am in bed at 27 years old. I wasn't ready to spend the rest of my life in bed. And he says, or you can have surgery. But, there are always risks whenever you have surgery, which of course there are, But he said, if we don't do surgery, he actually said at the time, he said, if we don't do surgery, he said that there could be permanent damage that is being caused right now. And, we were terrified that, that we might have permanent damage going on, And so we agreed to have the surgery, and I was hurt in May, and we had surgery in September. And, still fighting with workman's comp. So this was all going through our own insurance. I hadn't gone back to work. I wasn't able to work. So I was kind of going off of vacation and sick leave, and it was crazy. And then medical leave. I had surgery. When I woke up from surgery, it was unreal pain. I mean, really one of the most painful surgeries I've ever had. And I gotta check my time here. Ooh, boy, time flies fast. So I'm trying to sum it up for you guys too. But so I had the surgery, started to go swimming, and that helped a little bit. But I was still mainly in bed, and whenever I did get out of bed, I was never able to walk without some form of device to assist me, whether it was cane. Boy, I fought using a walker. But man, when I finally decided to use the walker, it was so much better and so much easier. So I was grateful that I, humbled myself and broke down and started using it. So I think that's where we're going to end this one. And,